Hi guys, it's me Andrea. I will show you today my play with my jelly plate. I needed a card and wanted to have a jelly print background. So, when you're getting your jelly plate out, you're not working only on one background. So I made quite a few. The actual card I needed, you saw the video already last week. That was this tone and tone red one with the heat embossing on top. And today I will show you my play here and one card at the end I made. It was one background with a bit of a try with, I'm working a bit with paper, I will tell you later about that. And there will be two other parts I will show later. Today is, you will see this video on Wednesday and then the other one on Friday and the last part next week. Okay, so um, this is actually one of the colors I used for my card, but when you saw the video already, you know how it looks. I really like this stencil, it makes fantastic patterns. I use different paint. I'm definitely using my favorite paint here. As usual, that's a problem. I always go back to my favorite colors, but that's what we all do. So what I do at the end for making the card is, I'm looking for a while for this, daily paper. You call it daily paper, and we had that in Germany in the past. I can remember that, and we called it, the German word for that is Butterbrotpapier. But nowadays you can't really buy this type of paper anymore. I don't know why. And what I wanted to do is actually when I draw, I and I draw on a background on something already beautiful. I always have the problem that it's difficult to erase, or I'm a bit afraid that I ruin my background, and that's why I prefer to work on tissue paper. But tissue paper is so delicate and thin that it's sometimes really difficult to erase properly. That's why I wanted to have this daily paper. And I got now something on Amazon in Germany. They start now selling it more, and I ordered it. And it is exactly what I wanted, not the waxy daily paper. It is without wax, so you can, and it's sturdier than the tissue paper. So it is perfect actually. And that's what I found out. And the little card I show you at the end is all about that. I drawn it and tried to erase it, and then put it onto the background. And what I like with tissue paper, when you put it into the background, you can integrate it beautifully without that you can see it is integrated something. It's a bit harder with this daily paper. It's a bit thicker, but I think when I change, I've torn that, so that is there's a little edge to it, so that's what you can see. So in the future, when I do something like that, I will cut it out, really cut it on the edge, and that will definitely work much better. But so far, I'm quite pleased with it. Exactly what I wanted. Okay, and I think I'm coming to an end here almost. Adding a bit of Vivid Ultra Metallics on top for a bit of extra shine. And so this is on the right, the background I used for the card already. You might have seen that. Otherwise, have a look. You will. I can put a link here into the description box. I used this one here I finished it without the camera. I will post a picture on Facebook about that. Okay, this actually was a pure print with acrylic paint on a watercolor paper, so nothing in the background, no priming, nothing. I wanted to use a water-soluble medium on it, and here it's Brusho. So I use different Brushos here. The first one is the yellow one, and then I go over to an orange one, and a green at the end. And that, yeah, the watercolor paper takes it on really well, and it resists, the acrylic part resists properly. That's what I want. It was a try, so, but actually a nice try, and that's the one I will use to finish it up. You will see then. So that the last bit, what I do here, I tilt it right, left, up, down to let it run a bit while I'm drying it. So it's dry now, quite like it. This one is actually only to show you what the next step is here. I won't finish it off, but I quite liked the idea to put some of the vivid ultra metallics here in this olive green or olive wine, it's the name I think, into these circles. So, but now what I do, this is the jelly paper I got, and what I do is I try to draw on it, and I of course have to erase a lot. That's something I have to do. You can see that here. Erase it. And what I do is I draw a dog. I don't know, you can't really see that properly, but it should be a dog. Okay, very, very illustrate, but it's not a real dog, of course not. But I quite like to draw in this way. And I have a reference next to me on the computer. So I get a lot of pictures from thingy, what do you call it, this photo now where you can get images. You have to pay an annual fee, and you can download images as many of you as you want. So, but now I'm pretty happy with what I've drawn down, and go over with my Pitt pen in black, and I try to work with a water-soluble medium on top here without any primer in the background. That doesn't work that nicely. So what I do first, I treat it like tissue paper or napkins, for example, and try to get or tear it out, that you're not having this precise edges. Works great and fantastic with napkins and with tissue paper, but not that good with this thicker paper. So there is the edge always visible. So as I said before, in the future I definitely will cut it out instead of tearing. I put it down here with a gel medium, and it's a fluid gel medium. And as I said before, I use my woodies here. They are crayons, basically water-soluble crayons, the Stabilos, and activate it with water here with my water tank brush. But it's not covering, of course not. The background is very strong and it really shines through. So that's why I will do soon put a layer of gesso on top, and the paint will be, or the colors will be so much more shiny and bright on top of that. So you can see me doing it now, putting the gesso on top, and now because of the gesso, these torn edges are even more visible. So in the future I definitely will cut it. Give this dog his lines back, of course, and use my Posca for that. And the same here with this pattern from that stencil. I put these closed circles, put a layer of gesso on top, because I will make something out of that. You will see later what it will be. It's a dog, come on, everyone knows now what it will be. It will be balls. Okay, and working back with my woodies here in the same colors, purple, violet, pink. I think that's what my little dog needed here. Little pink dog. Yeah, it's definitely a girl dog. Yeah. Okay. Blending it out here even farther. A bit darker here in that area. Lighter forehead. Of forgot the ears. What am I doing? Oh, they're getting dark. I've got black ears, of course, like my little collie. He's having black ears, a little black face, but this girl is not getting a black face. Oh, it's not a girl, actually. You will see later why. Forgot about that. So that's a color. Working a bit on the shading here and there. We'll change that later. Now to white, using white, that's a neo color actually. Blend out around the snout to give it a bit more dimension, and shading here and there. I just hear the boys are coming back from the lunchtime walk. It will get a bit noisy soon. Outline or a bit of shading outside and on the bottom here under the dog. Still working with my black stabilo. So now the balls are getting layer of yellow and blend it out, and then after that dried I put a layer of orange on, but only by taking off the color from the pen, and of course it will be tennis balls. Okay, this is the batch, and the batch will say later or now, good boy. So it's a boy. You can tell. Okay, and to make these balls look like tennis balls, they are getting these typical lines, you have on the felt, these little gaps. Try my best. It's always difficult to work on crayons, you know that. And this football pen I don't really like to work with because it takes ages to dry, but in this case it was perfect to work on crayons. So a bit of highlights here and there. That's a white Stabilo all actually. Okay. Shading around the balls. Again, activating with my water tank brush. And going on with a bit of white shading. You can hear the door slamming. Some people don't know that doors have handles. Okay. So, next thing. Of course, the tail needs to wag the tail, because being happy about all the balls. So that's the words I'm printing out here with my demo, and I think I missed a word or something, didn't I? No. And the words are saying balls. What does it say exactly? Forgot already. I see balls everywhere, and that's why I call this this little piece a dog on LSD, because it is surrounded by these balls and can't believe it's luck and thinks, is it real or not? And to emphasize the whole thing, this dog gets this spiral around the eyes, getting really dizzy and spinning. That's my sort of humor again. So you will see a close-up cover and you can see it much better. And that's it. That is trying out the paper for my purpose, with drawing, and I think it's perfect. You can see the spirals around the eyes, and that's it. So, hope you like it. You will see the next part on Friday. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and you can even leave a comment. Would be absolutely fantastic, and I really appreciate it. And thanks again for watching, and I wish you a fantastic time, guys. Hope I see you on Friday. Bye bye.